Shalom, shalom, everyone. This is my ugly sweater, and I'm proud of it because it came out exactly like I wanted. Right here, I will insert some pictures, front view, side view, back view. This is what happens when you have lots of leftover yarn. Now, let me tell you how I did this sweater. I took all my leftover yarns, all my leftover yarns that were DK weight 4. And the only rule I had was I didn't want to use any green. Now, I'm not talking aqua green or something to that effect. I didn't want to use like forest green or green like Kelly green. And this is crocheted. It's all double crochet except for the sleeves, and I'll show you that here in just a second. And what I did was I cast on crochet a chain. And I held that chain up against myself and figured, well, okay, this is long enough to go from side to side. Well, then I just kept on crocheting and kept on crocheting and kept on crocheting till I got to the length I wanted it. And I held that up in the front to see if it was long enough. Then, once I did that, I cast on again. Well, excuse me, I didn't cast on again. Once I did that, is I left some stitches here in the middle. And then I started on this side, went all the way down the front. And then I went, when I got it as long as many rows as I had in the back, I did the other side. Leaving, how many stitches did I leave here? I think I left 3 or 4 here in the middle. I'm not sure. But then I cast it all the way down. So then I had like a square with a slit in it. And then when I was satisfied with that, I seamed it up. And then I started on the sleeves. The sleeves, in some places, I think I did the sleeves in some places just single crochet. I'm not sure. But I wanted to end up, I didn't really have a pattern, but I wanted it to be kind of like brown on this side and brown on this side. So I'd have a little bit of matchy-matchy. And then the sleeves, of course, I tried to do the sleeves a little bit of matchy-matchy. And after seaming up the side, and I seamed it up, the reason I seamed it up like this instead of doing an invisible seam is because I wanted to be able to tell which was the inside and the outside, so I wouldn't have to, where I was going to pull my threads through. I've already worn this several times. I've already washed it. So any threads that I have, I can just pull them to the inside and see, like here we go. I've got some that after washing it, I'm going to have to pull them back through. But then what I did was after seaming it up, making room for my, how big I wanted the sleeves, I just started crocheting in a circle. And I had it at first only this wide right here. And then I put it on and I decided, no, that's not long, that's not wide, that's not long enough. The sleeves weren't long enough. So I added some to the sleeves, and this is just perfect. This is just perfect. Right now it comes to just above my wrist, where before with this, because it's very slouchy, before with just this, it only came to like my elbow. And like I said, it's a very slouchy. And then I had some purple, and I took the purple and I just did a single crochet all the way around. And like I said, I've worn it several times. I've washed it once. It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted something I could put on in the house. I wanted something that if I go outside when I feed the birds, I could put something on. I wouldn't have to put on a coat, wouldn't have to worry about getting it dirty, that kind of thing. So this is just perfect. So that is my ugly sweater, and I just love it. I just love it. It's just perfect. Fits me good, nice and warm. Oh, so warm. So now that's my finished sweater, ugly sweater. And now I'm going to show you the other things I'm working on. And almost forgot, this is double crochet and the yarn is held double. So it's extra thick. So see, that's how come I got so much color going on here. This is, and I still got more leftover yarn. I think sometimes I have more leftover yarn than I do yarn to new pretty yarn to work with. But this was double crocheted. The yarn was held double. 4 DK weight yarn. And I almost forgot I used a 9mm crochet hook because I did hold the yarn double. And I wanted something that was nice and comfortable for my hands. Here's my next object. This is a pie shawl. If y'all remember this yarn, I had started making it as something else, but I ended up taking that out and making a pie shawl. And this is Yarn Bee Chloe Oats. It is from Hobby Lobby. It is, let me see the content. It's wool and viscose. So it's not 100% wool. And this is all I've got left out of this skein right here. And there's 270, y'all, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I got it done. But I'm just not feeling it. I'm not liking it. I think what I might do is take this out and make a hat or something. I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. It just doesn't, I don't know. I'm just not feeling it. But anyway, this is a circular shawl, a pie shawl, that style. And it is, based on Elizabeth Zimmerman's pie shawl. And I have not washed it. I have not done the ends. And golly, I wish I could, if I got better glasses, I might be able to read. It is viscose and wool, but I forgot exactly the content of it. It's probably staring me right in the face and I'm just not seeing it. But this is finished, but I'm not feeling it. I think I might frog it. It's very soft. I love this yarn. Camera is not doing this yarn justice. It's a gray with a kind of a pink tone to it. Very soft, very luxurious yarn. It's the Yarn Bee Chloe Oats. And it's a 4-weight yarn. Just not feeling it, guys. Just not feeling it. So I don't know what's going to happen to this. But it is finished. So whatever I decide to do with it, that's what's going to happen. And if I haven't already, right here, I will insert a picture of it. Here's my next WIP. It is a crochet project. It is a shawl. It is a butterfly shawl. It's just a pattern I kind of sort of made up. The crochet hook I'm using is an H8 5mm. I'm using this Festival mixed fiber yarn, $1 a ball. And all it is I started out with like a granny square here with extra points. And then I went solid. So what'll happen is this will, I got a lot of that yarn. I got a whole lot of it. So what'll happen is I'll just keep going until I think it's big enough. This yarn is super soft, super squishy. So I think this will make a nice shawl. And see, all it is just, well, like a granny square. This is right here is the traditional way to make a granny square with extra points. And then here is just solid granny square. So very easy, very nice. And right here, if I haven't already, I will insert a picture. Oh, very pretty. This is going to be really nice. This I'll be able to wear almost anywhere because it will be nice. It will be much more fashionable than most of the other stuff I make. Here is my next finished object. Well, it's almost finished. It is a crescent shawl. I've only got this much yarn left. The brown is, I don't know what, acrylic. The gray is Red Heart Designer Sport. And the brown yarn is Sport also. About a 3. Let me see. Colors by Candy Jensen. It was a 3-ounce ball, and that's all I've got left. So, this is not a traditional crescent shawl. This crescent shawl is a little bit different. Now, like I said, I haven't done did my ends in yet. But what I did with this one is I didn't have enough of the brown to make a shawl, and I didn't have enough of the gray to make a shawl. So what I did was I combined them. And when I added, I made sure that I did all my adding to one side. So you have a right side and a wrong side, but you decide which is the right side and the wrong side. But what I mean about it's not a traditional crescent shawl is a crescent shawl. What you do is on one side you do double increases, on the other side you do double increases on both ends, and then on the other side you do single increases on both ends. Well, what I did was I did a double increase on one end, knit to the end, did a single increase, turned my work, did a double increase, knit across, did the single increase. It's the pattern that I showed you that I made up, kind of, sort of. Y'all, you really can't make up a pattern. I mean, patterns have been done so many times, it's pathetic. But now what that causes it to do, with a crescent shawl, you get a real round, and then you can get a real long. Well, what this does is it combines the sweep, because you're not doing so many increases. It combines the sweep with the length. So you get more of a, I don't know how to explain it. you just get a slightly different shape. So on, like I started out with knit 3, knit front, yarn over, knit back, and then knit to the end, to the last 3, then yarn over, knit the last 3. Turned my work and did the exact same thing. I had started that on that other, gray yarn, that yarn bee, and didn't like it. I don't know, I wanted to do something different with it. So I frogged it, and then I did this one in the same way. But so see, because I did when I added the yarn, I made sure that I always added to the same side. So there is a wrong side and a right side, but you decide what's the wrong side and what's the right side. And if I haven't done it already, right here I will insert a picture of it. It's pretty long. It's not very, oh, I don't know what you call this. The spine isn't very long, but the length is long enough to wrap around 2 or 3 times. Very nice, very soft. And like I said, I haven't washed it or anything. This will be wash and dry. I haven't done my ends or anything, but there you go. This is my last item, y'all. It is a knitted shawl. I'm going to insert a picture of it right here. Okay, and what this is again, this is a pie shawl, but I am modifying it. I got it from Fiber Spider. Fiber Spider has a half pie shawl knitting pattern, and that's what I'm using. Now, let me tell you, oh, that other half pie shawl I did, the gray one, I only went to like 70, row 70 something. But this one, I had 3 skeins of yellow yarn. Now, I know there's one skein wonders out there you can do and everything, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to combine these 3. So, this is the first one here. This will be the last one. It's a little bit shimmery, so it'll be, and it's smaller. And this will be the middle one. So it'll have the 3 yellows gradiated. Isn't that what you call it? Where it moves from one color to the other? Anyway, that's what it's going to be. Now, let me tell you what I did modifications. Fiber Spider said you could modify this if you kept up with your count. So I kept up with my count. But on every row, what I'm doing to add these little things here is I knit 10, excuse me, let me start over. I knit 7, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together, yarn over, knit 2 together. Then I just knit the rest of the row. And I do that on every row except for my increase row. And I started it right here. So on every row except for my increase row, that's what I do. And I don't have to, y'all, I hate it where I have to count and this and that and oh, here's a cable. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy doing work like that from time to time. But usually when I'm knitting, I want a potato chip knit. Or if I'm crocheting, I want a potato chip crochet. I don't want to have to count and cross and move this here and move that there. So I try to do easy patterns because when I knit and when I crochet, I like to space out, and you would not believe how much stuff I have had to take apart because I spaced out knitting and I ended up having to tink back. So I decided I wanted to do something a little bit special, so I added this. But it's not so much work that I have to, all I have to do is count my rows. And Fiber Spider, in his half pie shawl video, will, I'll put a link down in the description. He tells you how to do it exactly. He's a very good teacher. And this is acrylic yarn again. Don't ask me what size my needles are. The gauge thing is upstairs. And it's just DK 4-weight acrylic yarn. So that's everything I'm doing, y'all. Such is life. It's kind of cold. I like to sit and listen to my Bible and knit and crochet and drink my coffee. Jimmy enjoys it too because it's cold here. So, thank you guys for watching. And I'm sorry if I'm not more descriptive with my stuff what I should be, but such is life. So, shalom, shalom, everybody. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Either way, it don't matter to me. Just let me know you're there. Bye.